has Shiki done it? Does Shiki now have an extra person in his crew? We'll find out momentarily. But with this chapter, Eden Zero, it was interesting to see all the weird hacker stuff going on back and forth, like some crazy Hollywood movie. But obviously, where we previously were, Shiki had been turned into a kaiju, a big monster by Hermit. Because their whole plan to defeat Jamilov was to fight cheating with cheating, because he himself wasn't as powerful as he was making himself out to be. It's because in the Digitalis, he was using cheats to make himself pretty much invincible and to just pretty much cheat the game. Like, we know that the reason he's able to cheat is because he puts that kind of, he routes out the whole thing that he's cheating with through random people so they get banned instead of him. But it makes me wonder if he was the only person in the game at a time, would he just get banned automatically because there was no one to push it to? I don't know. I am curious at how much of a normal day-to-day spot Digitalis is for people to still come through. That's just a question, because eventually people would stop showing up because this asshole keeps getting him kicked out, and then what the hell is he going to do at that point? I mean, I'm sure it's good at the time. Probably not going to be good for him in the long run. But it's just like a back and forth between him and Hermit as he's canceling stuff that she puts on to Shiki. And they actually kind of compromise. For some reason, they put Rebecca in a bikini, and no one seemed to care about that. But then he's like, "Screw this! I'm gonna use my final code," and uses this pretty much a data eradication code, one that is made in their world to just straight up erase all data once activated. And he just says he's gonna take the entire town out, but it comes down to Shiki has to defeat the guy in 3 minutes. And we know that Shiki was not able to really do much before, and obviously now we know he's cheating. And who's been coming off as the kind of smart character, more a bit strategic, more analytic. When you look at Witch, who seems more, she just seems all around more of a people person, or his sister is just kind of this weird aggro healer. But Hermit, obviously in her spot, is this kind of computer programmer. We know from dialogue that she's the one that keeps Eden Zero's ship security systems in check. Keeps all the systems from being able for someone to kind of hack in and access. So in this scenario, just watching her go and just wreck all over Jamilov is pretty funny. The poor dude, you're always good until you meet that natural expert at whatever it is, whatever game you're playing. But Shiki now is just okay, screw this, I'm gonna go at him now. This is all or nothing. But they talk about how in this world, theoretically the max stats you can get is 999 in a stat category. But because Shiki is powerful outside of the game, and your outside world stats and abilities transfer into the game, Shiki's attack would be around 2,000 to 2,500, and he at max health, at the maximum health in the game of 100,000. Just Shiki unleashing 22 shots would be enough, and he just does this kind of combo attack. His gravity fist frenzy. It kind of reminded me a lot of Natsu's Fire Dragon Fist, the one he used to defeat Gagiel, but obviously not as intense, not as meaningful. I'm legitimately a serious concern, not big yet, because we're not even a year in, of when Shiki's gonna get that real big fight. The first one that's really defining for him, really a big challenge. But I think we already know that's gonna come with Drac and Joe, because he just seems like such more of a big spot, or maybe some of his direct crew, because we don't know where Jamilov ranked within this. We'll probably find out whenever he logs out of the game, if he's going to meet up with Drac and Joe and talk to him, and maybe we'll get a little bit of the guy's character soon. But that's going to be That one I think is a little bit more interesting thinking about it than the chapter itself, because the chapter was nice. Shiki got to have a nice discussion with, or not discussion, nice display as Hermit was talking, and we know that Shiki, in a lot of ways, is just an all-around really friendly, nice person, and Hermit's whole idea of, like, not liking humans, her hating humans, that wasn't going to stick around with Shiki, because Shiki doesn't have this, because obviously he grew up with robots, he doesn't discriminate towards who he sees as people and who he sees as, you know, allies and friends. But chapter, really this arc really kind of started to cool down and end out with them all kind of getting a nice closure, except for Wise, who, as he was like going to say something cool, going to have some closure, got banned from the game because Hermit used him pretty much as the proxy for her to hack into the system. And I actually was happy to see the troll, was it the Shinobi troll guy? I was happy to see him actually live. I was sad he died. I'm like, damn, that guy just got screwed over. It was really unfortunate for this dude, but I mean, he's probably gonna have one eye unless someone fixes it. He got shot right in the eye. But now it looks like Hermit might be able to be swayed in favor of Eden Zero. So, pretty nice closeout, pretty nice display of what the first person we're gonna see of Drac and Joe's crew is. Though I'm way more interested in not just like Jamila's defeat, but how Drac and Joe is going to respond to that. I still have the like theory that he's gonna then use the dude as a guinea pig, because maybe Drac and Joe will be pissed off that the guy went out and did stuff while kind of like bragging about his name. I don't know. We'll find out. The next chapter is really interesting. The 39, the genius hacker spider. I don't even know what that's gonna really retain to. Maybe we'll find that there's a character within Drac and Joe's crew that is of equal hacking stature to Hermit, but only time will tell. But other than that, fun chapter. I like the last arc a lot more than this one. I don't know. It just hasn't. I didn't think this one was as fun in a lot of ways, but hopefully the next one we will be able to rise above and do even better. I think I was just personally, I think I hyped myself a little bit too much on Jamilov just because he came off at the start as such a weirdie, as such a vicious weirdo, but as it is, we'll find out how things are going to go. Like I said, I'm much more interested in seeing his interaction with Drac and Joe after this one rather than anything else. But other than that, drop a comment below on what you thought about this chapter. Tell me how you felt about it. And if all I can get you to is a thumbs up the video, befriend the like button and the subscribe button, and check out my other videos. But other than that, I appreciate everyone who's already subscribed, and I thank you all for listening. Bye.